Hello YouTube, alright, I'm back and I have got clean, damp, retightened hair and I want to do a braid out. So we're going to start, I'm going to start the same way I do everything, which is just the same way I do most things really. I guess I don't do everything. So I'll put everything in a ponytail and I'll start braiding out. So I'm going to keep these braids in for probably the whole week, so they're not going to be sort of large big braids. I'll most likely do about three to four. I have uneven sized locks, to be honest, because my hair is not very locked, the ends are not very locked. I can usually just finish it, so just my natural hair, my loose natural hair at the end, maybe do a little bit of a twist, and that's usually it. So I don't generally need to use rubber bands. I will use some rubber bands, so I'll do this and then some of them will come loose and I'll probably add a rubber band. Alright guys, so this is that last braid going in. Again, I'm showing you that the loose hairs at the end, you can see those loose hairs can be used to either do a twist. Sometimes because of my uneven length, sometimes I've only got two left at the end. I can wrap the hair around itself or wrap them together. Either way, it usually gets done without having to use any rubber bands. So with the braids in, my hair is a bit shorter than when it's loose, and that means it's a bit harder to do things like ponytails and buns that I usually do. So I do get a little bit more creative with my hairstyles when I've got them in. I wanted to try something with a scarf, but I don't have a mirror here, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to give it a go. I didn't hate it. I do love ribbons, so there you go. But when I went out, I actually switched to more of a turban look. I just felt like it a bit more. Most of this week I actually rocked basket weave, so I really like the texture of the braids sort of interlocked in amongst themselves. I think it just has the coolest texture. So a lot of my hair this week has been basket weave styles, and I've just really enjoyed them. I think they look gorgeous. And I'm back. It's been about a week with my braids in, and I'm ready to take them out and see my braid locks. So excited. So I've got my handy dandy coconut oil, coconut spray, because I'm lucky enough to live in a really hot environment. So I'll just spray a bit of that in. I've been using it not every day, probably every other day, just occasionally. I really want to see if it makes any difference to the moisture in my hair. I haven't noticed anything dramatic yet.